jacket.
Welcome back. You're watching live from Paris on France 24. James Creedon is here for our daily dose of Media Watch. Good to see you, James.
Good evening,
You're starting
Laura.
a little early there, weren't you?
I tend to do that lately, don't I?
Yes, we've got so much to tell us.
Right.
Let's get straight to the top story. Angela Merkel in Athens today. It's the first time she's been since the debt crisis erupted three years ago. She didn't get a very warm reception from the Greeks, it has to be said, but online, everybody's talking about what she was wearing.
That's right. Now, she was wearing a pale green jacket. Very fetching on Angela indeed. And rather quickly, commentators realised that this was the same jacket she wore during the Germany-Greece match in Euro 2012 when Germany beat Greece, right?
Yeah, was it a subconscious decision? Or?
Who knows? Or maybe it was thought through. It's unclear. Let's take a look online because you have that great screenshot of Angela back in the summer when that Euro 2012 match was on. I think we even have an active shot of her here. See, she's getting very excited. That was after the first goal was scored. Angela jumping up and down.
Didn't they?
That's right. And that's today in Greece. So people are saying, hold on a minute, especially seeing as actually when you Google Angela Merkel
talk
and
about
jackets,
rubbing it in.
You have look how many different colours she actually wears, right?
It's like one of those palettes,
I think it is kind of perhaps unlikely that she just happened to pull exactly the same jacket out of the closet. Anyway, who knows, right? A lot of people are complaining about it, but on this particular website, Athens News, you can see that it's far from the only provocative image. There are pictures like this that were coming out of Greece today, Nazi flags being burnt. So there was a lot of anger, and perhaps what Angela Merkel least needed was a jacket that was also worn on the day that Greece were beaten by Germany in a football match. I don't know. Actually, there's one guy, this photo was doing the rounds as well, if I can find him, and where is he? There he is. I think he was probably the least provocatively dressed guy of the day, right? Naked protester.
Still warm in Greece then, this time of year, isn't it?
Absolutely. And one person was saying, Merkel, if you visit Ireland, you could wear your lime green jacket here. We wouldn't mind. It would fit in very well.
Well,
so
James,
perhaps...
as always, I find it extremely depressing that we concentrate on what female politicians wear and not what they say.
That's true. That's true. You know, if it had been somebody wearing a stripy tie, it might have been the same. But I think, it's focused on.
You'd think by now Angela Merkel
had
kind of proved her credentials, hadn't you? But we're still talking about her jackets.
That's
but anyway, let's move on. Facebook constantly under fire from investors for not making enough money and from users over privacy concerns.
That's right. Now, while people have been complaining about the behaviour of Greek police actually being very heavy-handed in the last while, there's also complaints about the Greek police seeking details from Facebook over a blasphemy incident. Now, do you remember all the blasphemy talk after the US film, or the film that came out by, the film on the Prophet Muhammad? Very complicated to get the details right.
US-made film, I think.
That's right. In any case, what about the birthplace of Western civilization having blasphemy laws? Because at the time, after that film, a lot of people were saying, oh, Muslim countries and blasphemy laws, blah, blah, blah. Well, actually, there is still a blasphemy law in Greece. And in the past week or two, somebody put up a Facebook photo of a Greek Orthodox monk, and it was a satirical photo. You can kind of make it out there. Right. Well, he got a knock on the door from the police, and he was arrested, which is kind of extraordinary, actually. And Facebook gave over those details of his IP address to the police on their request. Don't the Greek police have something better to do, really, than that kind of stuff? Other stories coming that I saw today online about Facebook. We'll get to that in a sec. But Facebook is watching you, episode 2. This is in Nouvel Observateur. Basically, what they've discovered in a US website called The Next Web is if you share an article privately, let's say you send me an article, a link via Facebook email.
On our message system.
That's right. Facebook knows about that, and they count it as a like for that article. So if that article has been liked publicly, they will just add another like, which means that they're looking
they'll
at
add my name to it.
That's right. Which means that they know that we are sending this particular article to each other, which means they're scanning our private correspondence, right? Now, back in July, they already admitted that they were scanning private emails, but this time for details on criminal activities, and they said they would reserve the right to pass on that information on paedophilia, for example, or other criminal activities to the authorities. Now, that's all very well, but it does mean that private correspondence is being scanned, or can be scanned. It's like somebody opening your mail.
So it's not necessarily private, is it, your messages on Facebook?
That's right, it's not being private. And the final piece of information on Facebook that is perhaps negative this evening, or positive, depending on how you look at it, the want button. We know about the like button. Facebook wants to introduce the want button.
What's that one? I've missed that one. Or is it not?
Well, this is about selling products, basically. It's not on there yet. They're testing it with 7 different companies, including Victoria's Secret. The idea is to essentially advertise. And so there you go.
But advertising so far hasn't done very well on Facebook, has it?
That's right. But if if this particular facility works, it could really tap into that 1 billion strong market on Facebook.
Well, they keep trying, don't they?
They do indeed.
All right. Now, I had to laugh when I saw this on Twitter, actually. Boris Johnson, the Mayor of London, has... he says that François Hollande, the President of France, is the worst tyrant since the French Revolution, which is quite a claim.
That is quite a claim, and perhaps not true. Come on, Boris, he's not that bad, right? He also invoked the first line of the national anthem, Allons enfants de la patrie, let's go children of the fatherland. It was an invitation for rich French people to come over to Britain again after Cameron did it back in, was it July, with the rolling out of the red carpet?
Yeah.
So we say to the people, not since 1789 has there been such tyranny in France, and I am very keen to welcome talented French people to London. This is over high tax rates in France, François Hollande's France.
Does he speak any French, Monsieur Johnson?
He actually spoke a little bit of French in that diatribe, in that little, but let's just remind viewers of that. That's when he was hanging on a zip wire.
This is the man who's talking. Someone please get me a ladder, wasn't it?
He hung on a zip wire in London, so there you go. That's who's talking.
Always good to get that one in. All right, James Greenan, thanks very much indeed.
Laura.
That's it for Media Watch. We're going to bring you more goodies from the internet now with web news.